Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen and this is Jen Clayton Beauty. We do everything beauty and makeup, and that includes testing new makeup. Now, if you follow me, you know that I unboxed way too many advent calendars in December. I shouldn't say that. I love advent calendar season, but I unboxed a lot of them. And when I opened them up, I let you know that I was going to put the makeup that I had never tried into a testing new makeup, and that is what we are doing today. So I actually unboxed a couple different Profusion X Peanuts collections. One was just this little box that came with a bunch of different makeup products. I already did a full video on that. I will link it down below for you. And then I opened up the Profusion X Peanuts Advent Calendar, and that's the makeup we're gonna test out today together. So I pulled pieces from that advent calendar that I had never tried. We got multiple lip products, so I just chose one. We've got an eyeshadow palette, a highlighter, a brush, lots of products to test. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on because I upload lots and lots of new videos every single week. Down in the description box, I will have the Profusions video that I already did. I'll have my favorite beauty subscription boxes, the makeup that I'm wearing today if you would like to shop the completed look, discounts to my favorite indie brands, and come follow me on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. So let's go over the products we're testing today. I'll zoom you in and we'll get started. So the first thing that we're testing is this illuminating face primer. Now, I did use this today as my primer before I started my makeup. I don't get it. Sorry, Profusion, but to me, this is just a primer. There was no illuminating. There was nothing to this. I will say that it hydrated my skin. My foundation laid beautifully over it, but I didn't see any illumination, which is what I like in a primer. I like a good glowy primer. I honestly was not impressed with this. It has a dropper style applicator, which makes it easy to apply the product. I just didn't think it did anything other than apply primer. It didn't give me any any glowiness to my skin. So definitely not my favorite product. We have a highlighter, which I'm really excited about. This is the What Christmas Is All About highlighter. Now this is really, really beautiful. I have done my foundation, my powder bronzer, and blush, but I have not done highlighter. It's kind of a pinky leaning highlight. Let me swatch it for you. Oh, that's really pretty. It's actually duochrome shifty from gold to pink. I don't know if you can, yeah, look at that. Isn't that pretty? It definitely shifts from gold to pink. Very smooth feeling when I swatched it. I also have the 4-pan eyeshadow palette called Sweater Weather. Now this palette has 1 matte and 3 shimmers. This is the only matte in the palette, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm hoping to maybe incorporate the brown shimmer as a potential matte to add a little bit of depth. Let me go ahead and swatch this little quad as well. So it also swatched pretty nice. So there's your only matte in the palette and your 3 shimmers. Actually, this brown shimmer is really, really pretty. I'm interested to see how these apply to the eyes. The other Peanuts quads that I got in that little box that I purchased, that other video on, those were a fantastic formula. So I'm curious if this is the same really good formula. I will say the packaging on both of these is really nice. We also received a eyeshadow brush. It's so cute. It has a little wreath on it. Again, really nice quality, feels nice and weighted. So we're gonna test that out. We have a mascara, which I'm excited about, and we have a lip product. This, I don't know if it's a liquid lip or a lip gloss, but it's this beautiful kind of maroon color. And then we got this little thing, and I did not know what this was. At first I thought it was a highlighter, but I actually think it might be a cream shadow. How pretty it is. It's kind of a taupey, shifty shadow. I'm gonna use this as my inner corner highlight because I'm, like I said, not sure exactly what this is. If you watch the advent calendar unboxing, I'm like, is this a highlight? Is this a cream shadow? I'm thinking it's a cream shadow since we got a powder highlight. That's what I'm gonna use it as. So let me zoom you in, let's get started. Let's test out this highlighter. Like I said, it's swatched really beautifully. Ooh, okay, that is really, really beautiful. Isn't that pretty? I can definitely see the pink to gold shift. Ooh, it's a really nice formula. This is not a highlighter color that I have because it's more on the rose gold side, again, with that shift to gold. I really, really like it. It is so beautiful. What I appreciate about it too is it's sunk into my skin. It's not sitting on top of my skin. So far, this is a huge win. Let me go ahead and spray my face with some setting spray, prime my eyes, and we'll test out that little eyeshadow quad. So using a fluffy brush, I'm going to pick up the one and only matte, which is the berry toned matte in the berry tone in the palette, and I'm going to buff that into my crease. I am going to go a little bit above my crease. I do have very slightly hooded eyes, so when my eyes are open, I still want to be able to see that shade. That was one tap in. Wow, we definitely have color payoff. We have pigmentation. This is blending out really nice. You can see how easily it's blending. It's staying in my crease, giving me that depth. And then I'm able to diffuse out a little bit above my crease. Wow, this is a nice matte. Okay, that is stunning. Absolutely performed beautifully. Now I could pick a little bit more of that up and try to deepen up the outer corner with that, but I think I'm going to take advantage of the brown shimmer. It is beautiful. It actually has a little bit of a rosy gold shift to it. I'm going to use the Profusion brush, picking that up. I'm going to place it in the outer corner and try to use that to deepen up the outer portion of my eye, again, adding a little bit of depth. Okay, that's actually working really well. And honestly, it's not really shimmery when I'm looking at it up close. I mean, it's definitely not a matte, but it's not like I have this sparkle in my outer corner. I'm really grateful that this is working as that deepening up shade, since there is just the one matte in the palette. I will also say that I really like this brush. It is firm enough that I'm able to pack in the color, but I'm also able to blend and buff that color out. And then using that fluffy brush, no added shadow, again, just kind of giving it a little bit of a blend. As always, popping on a little NYX glitter glue, and we'll try out the other two shimmers, and then of course that cream shadow as our inner corner highlight. So we have these two shimmers here, this kind of pinky purple and this a little bit more taupe. I'm going to do one with my finger, one with the brush. As always, we can test out different application methods. So I'm going to pick up the pinky one. Ooh, that's really pretty. They feel very soft and wet when you pick them up, which should give us some shimmer. And I'm going to place that on my lid and only leaving open the very inner corner. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. Wow, that is really pretty. Now it's not one of those really foiled indie shimmers, but it is definitely, but it is shimmery and sparkly. It's not glittery at all. It's more of that really pretty shimmer. And then using a pencil brush, let's go into that taupey shade. And I'm going to place that right on my inner portion of my lid. And I'm going to pull that over to meet up with that pinky shimmer. This is actually really pretty too. It's definitely a little bit more pink leaning than I thought, which is good because it pairs really beautifully with that pink matte as well as the pink shimmer, and it's going on perfectly with the brush. So you could do brush application method or finger. And then for my lower lash line, going back into the one and only matte and buffing that on my lower lash line. Now let's test out this cream shadow. You know what it reminds me of when I touch it? A ColourPop Super Shock shadow, which you know I love Flexitarian as an inner corner highlight if there's not one in the palette. So I'm kind of hoping I get that same vibe from this one. Oh yeah, it's definitely that really creamy formula. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. Wow, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Definitely giving me ColourPop Super Shock Flexitarian vibes. You can also see that it gives, you know, I got a dip into the cream shadow because it is that kind of Super Shock formula. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful as an inner corner highlight. I can see myself reaching for this a lot. Let me go ahead and do some liner, do my brows, and then we'll test out the mascara. Let's try out this Profusion mascara. Now the wand of this is really, really, really small. I feel like it is like it's about the size of a brow wand, but this is Lash Out Loud Volumizing Mascara. I'm nervous because of the size of the wand, but let's try it out. So there's my eye with one coat of the mascara. versus no mascara. Let me keep using this. So I like this for my lower lashes because the brush is so small I can really get in there and coat my lower lashes. For my upper lashes, I felt like it definitely delivered some length and volume to my lashes, but the wand is so small that it is really cumbersome to coat your lashes. It's going to take forever to get it built up. I mean, I'm going to be here all day to really coat my lashes the way that a bigger wand would do. I have one coat on. I'm going to let it dry just a little bit. Let's do a second coat, see what it delivers. But first impression wise, I don't see myself using this for my upper lashes. Lower lashes, yes. Upper lashes, no. So there's 2 coats of the mascara. Now my lashes look nice, yes. But like I said, it's a lot of work because that wand is so small to coat the upper lashes. It also dries down really quickly, so don't wait very long in between coats. I love this for my lower lash line. I just don't see myself reaching for this for my upper lashes. It's a lot of work. Let me go ahead and do my final set to my complexion, wipe off this lip balm, and we'll test out the lippy. Last but not least, our lippy. The color of this is so beautiful. Oh yeah, this is pretty. So it's going on like a satin lip. I can still kind of smush my lips together. I will say the color of this is beautiful. It's like a burgundy maroon, which is not your typical red. It's not a blue base red. It's not an orange base red. It's definitely more of a burgundy. I want to let this dry down for a minute to see if it goes more like a liquid lipstick or stays more like a satin lip. Feels nice on the lips. There's no scent. Yeah, there's no scent to it. I do, however, really like the color. Like I said, I'm going to let this dry down. Let me get ready for the day. I just finished my workout, so I need to do my hair, get dressed. We're running some errands today, and I'll be back, and we'll talk about this whole Testing New Makeup with Profusion from their Peanuts Collection Advent Calendar. So here's the completed look using the Peanuts Advent Calendar for 2024. Let's go over my thoughts on the look, but before we do, let's talk about the lippy. Actually, let's just start with the lippy. I can still smush my lips together. So this is definitely more of a satin formula. There is transfer when you touch your lips. So it's not a liquid lipstick. I would say it's a cross between a bullet lip and a liquid lipstick. It is beautiful. I love the color. I love the formula. The lasting power of this has been great. I've totally gotten ready for the day and it is still intact. I really like this color. I really like this formula. The face primer, like I said, is a skip for me. I don't think it did anything other than prime my face, which I can get from other primers. I like either a grippy primer or a glowy primer, and this is neither of those things. So I'm probably going to pass this along. I just don't see myself reaching for it again. Love the highlight. As I look at it more, it is so beautiful. It just sunk into my skin. I hate a highlight that sits on top of the skin, and this does not do that. Really, really like this. Probably my favorite thing in this Testing New Makeup. I do like the eyeshadow quad as well. I didn't think it swatched as well as the quads from the other Peanuts little holiday box, but it applied beautifully. I like my eye look. I think it's pretty. I will say I wish that there was one more matte, maybe this brown being a matte instead of a shimmer, but I do think the shimmer formula in here is nice. It's typical mainstream shimmer. You're not going to get that wet foiled look that you get from an indie brand, but the shimmers are nice, and Profusion is a really inexpensive brand. And like I said, the packaging of this is really, really nice. I also love the brush. I think Profusion makes some fantastic brushes, and I love this cream shadow. I think it is so beautiful on my inner corner. This will go right into my drawer, right alongside my ColourPop Flexitarian. If you watched my declutter of my highlighters, you saw that my Flexitarian highlighter is broken up. So this will be a great replacement when that runs out. Really, really, really like this. I think it'd be fun to swipe it all over the lid. You may even try it as a highlight. This is a really great product. And last but not least, the mascara. Not my favorite. I mean, my lashes look fine. I can definitely get more volume, which this is supposed to be a volumizing mascara from other mascaras on the market. This to me is more of a lengthening mascara. I feel like it gave my lashes length, but it did not give my lashes volume. The brush is way too small. Again, lower lash line, yes. Upper lash line, no. So overall, this was a good Testing New Makeup. It wasn't a great Testing New Makeup. It was a good Testing New Makeup. There's some standouts. Definitely the highlighter, the lippy, and the cream shadow. Also, the brush is really nice. I only disliked the primer, and I disliked the mascara for my upper lashes. So, I mean, overall, 80% of it was really, really good. I've been enjoying Profusion a lot. Such an affordable brand, and I really enjoyed their advent calendar. It was fantastic. If you missed that video, I'll link it. I'll actually link the advent calendar and the video where I tested the products that came in that little kit that I bought that they had out for the holidays. I don't know if either of them are still available. If they are, I'll link them too for you, but it'll all be down in the description box. So let me know what your thoughts are about my completed look. Did you get the Profusion Peanuts advent calendar? What did you think of it? And don't forget, in the description box, I'll also have my favorite beauty boxes, all of the other makeup that I'm wearing today if you would like to shop the look, discounts to my favorite indie brands, and come follow me on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.